Well, the Supreme Court, U.S. Supreme Court, ruled today and released to the general public that same-sex marriage is to be legalized in all 50 states. No state can not recognize same-sex marriages. And I'm going to precede my remarks on this with some statements that are self-evident. That during the pre-Bible days, in the days of the pharaohs, thousands of years before the Old Testament, there was asexual individuals, bisexual individuals, lesbian women, gay men. There were people who were of all sexual transgenders of all kinds, boys to girls, girls to boys. And people say, well, how do you know it was evident? How do you know it occurred back then? Well, two reasons. Number one, the writing of the Old Testament was a way of purporting and recording what was felt to be social events. It covered the answers to questions regarding social events, wars, political events, and so forth, and family events, and so forth. And as there were millions and millions of people back in those days, and if only one person was gay or one transgender out of the millions, it would have been insignificant, not even talked about. But there's two major passages in the Old Testament which lead me to believe that it was evident that it was a common thing. And so in this book, trying to deal with social issues, they commented on it, okay? If it wasn't common, they wouldn't comment on it. Let's look at the King James Bible. Leviticus 18:22 said, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind is an abomination. And there's various interpretations of that, but that's the general gist of it. And then, of course, in Genesis, going back earlier, 2:24 states, therefore a man leaves his father and his mother and cleaves his wife, and they become one flesh. And, of course, that was translated to marriage between a man and a woman was instituted by God with Adam and Eve. Now, Matthew 19:4-5, Jesus himself reaffirms this. He answered, have you not read that he who made them from the beginning made them male and female? And for this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one. Again, if the issues of asexual, spinster-type people, bisexual people, lesbian females, gay males, and transgender males to females, females to males, if it weren't an issue back in the pre-Bible days, in the Bible days, this wouldn't have even been mentioned in the Old Testament and the New Testament. So it is evident, I believe, that these things were occurring back then. So I want you to get a hold of two of my books. One is called Rare Earths of Incures. It's published in 1994, and the other is Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, and it was published in 2014. And basically it goes into the biology of asexual behavior, bisexual behavior, lesbian behavior, gay behavior, transvestites, transgenders. And there is a biology of this. There's two things that happen. When the sperm fertilizes the egg, you immediately get, in a one-celled human being, a genetic male, XY, or genetic female, XX. No doubt about it. That's as predictable as gravity. But who one receives signals for sexual overtures from and recognizes them and receives them in a positive way, who wants to chase who for sex, so to speak, or receive sex from somebody, is determined by the preoptic hypothalamus. The preoptic hypothalamus has many functions, but in particular it has to do with sexual relationship, whether you're going to be heterosexual, whether you're going to be gay, whether you're going to be lesbian, transgender, bisexual, asexual, is all determined by the preoptic hypothalamus. This occurs in its development over the 3rd to 7th week of pregnancy. And so this is a congenital event. Now, we know this is a congenital event because it occurs in wild animals like deer, let's say white-tailed deer. Antlers are only supposed to be in males, but in certain areas there's a high percentage of does, female deers, which also have antlers. It's kind of the equivalent of bearded women back in the days of circuses and carnivals and things in the sideshows. And this is kind of a transgender thing, right? The same thing is true in animals. In certain areas, you find very high rates of antlered female deer, as reported by the wildlife services who have to check licenses and everything when somebody's carrying a deer out of the woods. And then in livestock, this occurs in cattle and sheep and goats and others, certainly in horses and dogs and cats and rats and so forth. And cattle is called a free martin, where bulls are more interested in bulls and cows are more interested in cows. And some bulls think they're females, and some cows think they're bulls, and so on. And so the same behaviors occur in wild animals and domestic animals. When you get cross species like this, all vertebrates, whether you're a snake or a human being or a cow or a deer or a dog or a cat, having these behaviors, you know that there's a common cause or a common source or a common genesis. And it appears that these things are caused by nutritional deficiencies during the 3rd to 7th week of pregnancy when the preoptic hypothalamus is being developed. So I urge you to get hold of the book Epigenetics, the book Rare Forbidden Cures, and you'll understand these things. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
Do certain foods cause you to bloat or experience gas? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn? Are you forced to sleep on piles and piles of pillows to cut down on heartburn? Have you been diagnosed with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease? If any of these describes you, then you've got digestive problems. I was awakened with heartburn almost every night for over 20 years. Then I heard Dr. Wallach and realized all of the antacids I'd been using were actually part of the problem. My stomach acid wasn't too strong. It wasn't strong enough. So I started taking the ultimate enzymes from Longevity. Now all of the heartburn, belching, and bloating are gone, and I can sleep through the night without piling on the pillows. And I'm back to eating the spicy foods I love. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Virtually every sector of the economy has slowed to a snail's pace. Huge publicly traded companies are laying off thousands of employees. Believe it or not, even the government is letting people go. However, one business industry is thriving, and that's healthcare. Pharmaceutical and health insurance companies are posting record profits in a near-depression economy. Americans are sicker than ever, and those companies are profiting like never before. You too can get involved in healthcare for just a one-time sign-up fee. Longevity is building an army of associates dedicated to saving America. Dr. Joel Wallach has educated thousands of people on the concept of do-it-yourself healthcare. With a little education, much of what is done in a doctor's office can be done simply and safely at home. Join Longevity and help save America. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Longevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Longevity's Osteo FX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables. And besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I think we'll talk a bit about the PSA tests, and of course, the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force recommends against the PSA test because they say that they give it a grade of D because in moderate or high certainty that the PSA test has no benefit or that harms the harms outweigh the benefits. They say in regards to population screening, the African American male population is ignored, as well as the effect of family history and morbidity associated with prostate cancer. African American men are 56% more likely to develop prostate cancer and are more than twice as likely to die from the disease than Caucasian men are also more likely to develop aggressive prostate cancer. And this is all coming from a Dr. Samadi, who is a urologist, and he's pushing that against the U.S. Preventative Task Force, their recommendation of not getting the PSA test. And and if I remember right, didn't the guy that invented it on his deathbed kind of go, "Oops, I did wrong thing here"?
Exactly. The PSA test was really never meant to be a screening test for prostate cancer. Basically, it tells you that the prostate gland is being abused. For instance, men have serious gluten intolerance or constipated, really serious hard bowel movements that come out like concrete. Putting pressure on the prostate when you're having a bowel movement can raise the PSA up to like 10, 12, 14 is supposed to be below 5. And just constipation can do that. Riding bicycle with a very narrow racing seat can cause that. On a stationary bike every day, riding horseback, bareback could cause this. And, of course, why it's dangerous is if you get a high PSA, then they're going to want to do biopsies and do surgery and remove your prostate. And the reason why it's so prominent in the black community is just like these tumors in women's uteruses. They're not really tumors. We're talking about the, I can't remember what they are here. It'll come to me in a second. These benign tumors in women's uteruses occur 80% more in black women than white women. It's not a genetic thing. Same with prostate cancer in males is 80% higher in the black community. Why is that? Because of their eating habits. Fibroid tumors in women. That's what it is, fibroid tumors in women. And basically, these, in both cases, the women and the men are eating more fried foods and more oils and more cooking oils and salad dressings in the white community. And the reason why it kills you is not because prostate cancer kills you. In most cases, when people have prostate cancer and they get aggressive treatment, guess what? It's the treatment that kills you, okay? And it tends to be the people who are in low-income areas or people who are in the black community tend to listen to their doctors more. And as a result, they get more egregious, more aggressive treatment, and the treatments kill them rather than the cancer. And so I stick with the government agency that says, no, back off. Don't get PSA for prostate cancer screening. Don't get your hysterectomies, lady, when you get fibroid tumors. Not really tumors, should be just called fibroids. Okay, that help you out?
It sure does. And I find it interesting that the guy that's pushing this whole agenda is, he's a urologist, and probably one of the things he does in his practice is PSA tests. So he's missing out on office visits and ability to charge Medicare and Medicaid and private insurance. And so, he's got his own axe to grind. And he was pointing out that the members of the U.S. Preventative Task Force, that they none of them have actually ever treated prostate cancer, so they don't know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Well, statistics don't lie, and that's the thing you have to appreciate. And just remember, Doug, every month, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, medical doctors kill 15,000 seniors, that's 180,000 a year, from unnecessary surgeries, such as prostate surgeries, and screening tests. And, of course, people who are illiterate, people who are poor, are going to take whatever they can get for free, right? Medicaid pays, let's go get your test. Bam, you're dead. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you want to live well beyond 100 chronologically, say 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. And personally, I'm going for 200. I want to bring 1,000 people along with me. If we get 1,000 people living beyond 200, our skeptics will believe, and they will jump in with us. Now, I have to tell you, I want you to get a hold of that book, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission. Get the book, Immortality, and the book, Rare Earths Bin Cures, and learn why the top 20 longevity cultures have 40 times the 100-year-olds we Americans do. They have 100-year-old per 250 of the population. We only have 1 per 10,000. What are their secrets? We'll get a hold of the book, Epigenetics, the book, Immortality, and the book, Rare Earths Bin Cures, and find out why these top 20 longevity cultures have 40 times the 100-year-olds we do. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Maryland. And Pat, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Pat, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach.
Hi.
I have
How can we
a
help you?
question. I've been taking the Beyond Osteo FX for about 3 months now, and every time I drink it, I get severe stomach aches.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of nutrition in there. You're taking it on an empty stomach or halfway through your meal?
I usually take it after I've eaten.
Okay, that's a good thing. Well, here's what I would do. And you may have already tried this. One is cut the dose. Just take 10% of a calculated dose. If you're supposed to take 2 ounces a day, I'd take a quarter of 1 ounce. And do that for a week or two. And then move up to a half ounce for a couple of weeks. And then move up to 3/4 of an ounce. And so forth. You say, okay, I reached this point here, and I'm just starting to be aware here. I don't want to go to the point where I start getting sick. But there is going to be a level at which it's acceptable at the lower levels. And it's acceptable at the certain level, and you'll have to stop. Now, the other way to do this is to divide your dosage up 4 times a day instead of twice a day. Never take your entire dose at one time, and of anything. Because you always want to divide it up. And for instance, let's say you weigh 150 pounds, and you should be taking 2 ounces a day. I'd go ahead and take 1 ounce at breakfast, 1 ounce at dinner. If you're still having problems, try a half ounce at breakfast and dinner. If that's still having problems, take a quarter of an ounce. And if you still have problems, we do have the shellfish version of the osteo. We have the non-shellfish allergen osteo. We have what we call caltati, which doesn't have any shellfish or anything of that nature with it. It's all kind of vegetarian. And so, there's various sources. We have maybe 5 different versions of these things. And I wouldn't say it's common, but maybe, 1 out of 50, 1 out of 100 people will have some challenges because you start taking stuff that has 100 nutrients in it. It's not unusual to say, or maybe just the amount of magnesium in there. There's a lot of magnesium in there, and some people can't tolerate a lot of magnesium. They start getting bubbly stomachs and diarrhea, kind of like milk of magnesia. And so magnesium might be a culprit here. And so that's what I would do is change the dosage, and you'll be a detective, and you'll find out why, and you'll know what to do, and you have lots of options. Thank you for sharing. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
Let's head to the Bronx, New York, and Basal, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Basal, you're on the air.
Thank you so much for taking my call, Dr. Wallach.
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
Let me give you a quick overview. At 10, I lost my appendix. As a child, I had what we call liver spots on the skin. I then had high blood pressure, diabetes, lost my sight, several surgeries on the eye. I'm on your products, but I'm having my stomach keeps rolling constantly.
Mm.
I'm 62. I weigh about 245 pounds.
Okay, here's the deal. Let me ask you, as a kid, did you have any skin problems? Any eczema,
Yes.
dermatitis,
Yes.
psoriasis? Okay. Okay.
What we call liver spot. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it.
Yes, I know liver spots very well. And then what about any asthma or bronchitis?
No.
Okay. Did you have any brothers and sisters with that?
My sister died from a form of skin cancer.
Okay. All right. You have a gluten intolerance. When you have skin problems, you have your appendix out when you're a kid, and you have multiple diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes. How tall are you, Basal?
6'2".
6'2", okay. And so 6'2", I'd like to see you weigh 190 to 205, 210. So you're 35 to 50 pounds overweight, just based on height and weight itself. And so here's what I would do. And you may be doing some of this already, but I'm going to show you what I believe you need. Number one, you need to be on a gluten-free diet. Absolutely no wheat, no barley, no rye, just grain-free. Absolutely no grains. No grains whatsoever. I'd even leave out rice. Okay, and because rice turns into sugar as soon as you eat it, and you're diabetic. And so all I want you to do is eat vegetables and eggs, vegetables and poultry, vegetables and fish, vegetables and red meat. No fried foods of any kind, nothing fried. It means no fried chicken, no fried fish, no fried potatoes, no fried vegetables, none of that kind of stuff, nothing fried. Absolutely no processed meats with nitrates, nitrites. That means no deli slices, sandwich meats, sausage, ham, bacon, bologna, salami, pastrami, pepperoni, jerky. Absolutely no oils. It means no olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, celery, and cooking oils, because we want to get away from the trans fatty acids, heterocyclamines, and acrylamides, which cause these liver spots kind of thing and can contribute to blindness and cancer and so forth. And then on the proactive side, because you weigh 245 pounds and you have all these challenges, I'd have you take 3 of the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month. It'll be a full dose of everything 3 times a day, full dose of everything 3 times a day. That'll be 3 selenium at breakfast and lunch and dinner, 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 2 scoops of Beyond Tangerine breakfast, lunch, dinner. Hang on, Basal. We'll have to come back and finish this up after these messages. Doug, let's go right back to New York and Basal. And again, just to finish up, again, you need 3 of the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month. This is your basic stuff. It's 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. You have lots of problems here, so we need to be a little heavy-handed. 3 selenium 3 times a day. 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus 3 times a day. 2 scoops of the Untamed Tangerine 2.0 3 times a day. 3 of the EFA Pluses 3 times a day. 3 of the EFAs 3 times a day. All that's to be accomplished by the 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month. Shar, are you there?
I'm here.
What would you do for Basil's high blood pressure, his diabetes, and his weight challenge?
Okay, for the diabetes, I would give him the sweeties.
Okay, so I'd give him, I'd give him 9 sweeties a day because he's 245 pounds, so I'd give him 9 a day. That'd be 3 bottles of sweeties per month, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, for dinner. Go ahead and have him take his blood sugar, before he medicates himself every day, whether he's taking pills or injectable insulin. And as his blood sugar drops, and it will, he needs to begin to reduce his medication, just like his doctors taught him. Okay, now, what do you do for the high blood pressure?
The Ultimate Daily.
Very, very good. I'd go ahead and give him 12 of those a day, 4 at breakfast, 4 at lunch, 4 at dinner time. That'll be 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily, and they're designed to support and promote healthy blood pressure, as Shar says, and also support healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries in the brain, the eyes, the heart, and the kidneys. And what would you do for his weight challenge here, Shar?
ASAP.
And how many bottles would you give him a month?
I'd probably do 2 a month.
Very good, very good. Yep, I'd give him 2 also. That way, Basal, you can have 1 dropper full under your tongue twice a day. That'll be a dropper full under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal, and a dropper full under your tongue 15 minutes before each meal. So it'll be 2 droppers full on your tongue before each meal. 1 of those will be 30 minutes before the meal. 1 will be 30 minutes before the meal. And after a couple of days, you're going to start losing a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And we've had people who weigh 400 pounds, 600 pounds, and they'll lose anywhere from a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And the magic here is you'll never gain the weight back. And also your skin problems should improve. None of the bad stuff, no fried foods and processed meats, no oils, no gluten. And again, I'd give up all grains. Just eat vegetables and eggs, vegetables and meat, vegetables and fish, vegetables and poultry. Give us a call every couple of weeks. We want to know your weight. We want to know your blood pressure. We want to know your sugar levels. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Illinois. And David, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, David, you're on the air.
Yes, sir. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes.
And I have a friend, doctor, that is on dialysis for 3 years. And he's got some challenges as far as how much water he can take, within the 2-day period that he needs to go back to dialysis every 2 days, I'm sorry. And he was told that his kidneys had shrunk, and I am concerned to give him anything from longevity unless I talk to you about it, doctor.
Excuse me, yes. Okay, Well, yeah, we deal with dialysis patients all the time, some with diabetes, some without. Does your friend have diabetes?
Yes, doctor.
Okay. And what does he weigh?
128.
And how old is he?
57.
All right. Does he have any other issues we need to know about? He has diabetes, he has kidney failure. Does he have any respiratory problems, any skin problems, any liver problems?
No, not that I know of. No, he didn't tell me more.
Excuse me. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, very good. And so, Shar, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, here's a dialysis patient. And David's, concerned. He wants to do the right thing here. But where would you start for a dialysis patient as far as a supplement program to help blood flowing through the kidneys to get more dirty blood into the filtering units, and also we got to deal with his diabetes? What would you do for this guy?
I'd get him on a healthy blood sugar pack, and I'd give him the ultimate daily to open up the afferent arteries.
In the kidneys, that's right. And so what I would do, as you point out, Shar, I would give him one of the healthy blood sugar packs per month. I'd get an extra bottle of selenium, so he could have 3 selenium twice a day, and then a half ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 1 scoop of Beyond Tangerine 2.0 breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses a day. It'd be 1 at breakfast, 1 at lunch, 1 at dinner time. Check his fasting blood sugar as his blood sugar drops, reduce his medications he's been taught to do. And then I'd give him, as you point out, Shar, the ultimate daily tablets for the kidney function. I go ahead and start him out with 1 bottle a month. It'd be 3 ultimate daily tablets at breakfast, 3 at dinner time. And he needs to stay away from all the bad stuff. Okay? This ultimate daily tablets are going to support healthy blood pressure. They're going to support healthy blood flow through the kidneys. And the kidneys begin to shrink when they're not working. And, of course, the dialysis is taken. It's kind of like if you just lay there in bed and don't move, you get atrophy of the muscles. Your muscles begin to lose mass just simply because you're not using them anymore. Same way with the kidneys. And usually when you have kidney failure, there's really nothing wrong with your kidneys because you don't get the dirty blood into the filtering unit. So this is the purpose of the ultimate daily tablets, is to support healthy blood flow through the kidneys. And give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know how your friend is doing, what his blood sugar levels are, what his weight is, how his kidney functions, and we want to know his creatinine every time they test that at the dialysis lab. We want to know his glomerular functional rating, GFRs. They should be going up, and his other measurements should be going down. His creatinine levels should be going down, okay? And we need to know all that stuff. And his diabetes, we need to know his blood sugar levels. They should be going down if everything's going right. You want to get rid of all the bad stuff because if he's not absorbing, that's a problem. So what would you do to improve David's friend's absorption capacity, Shar?
Get on a gluten-free diet immediately.
Exactly. Gluten-free, let those villi restore themselves, increase the absorption quotient here, and because you do have to absorb the nutrients as well as food. No sugar. I'd get him off of all grains and let him take in his calories through good fats. That would be eggs, red meat, chicken, fish, poultry of all kinds. Nothing fried. No processed meats with nitrates, nitrites, no oils, no gluten. I'd give him up for grains, and this will help him with his diabetes and also help the blood vessels restore themselves. Okay, Doug, we have time to...
yeah, we could get one started here. Let's head to Torrance, California. And Elizabeth, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Elizabeth. You're on the air.
Yes. I believe I was diagnosed with a COPD.
Okay.
And what do I do?
Okay, were you a smoker?
No.
Okay, how old are you?
70.
Okay, and how much do you weigh?
142.
Okay. Do you have any other issues? Did you have asthma as a kid?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we already know what the problem is here. Okay, Shar, what's Elizabeth's problem?
She's got a gluten intolerance, absolutely. No question about it.
Yep, you get 100% there. And so you need to be gluten-free, Elizabeth. That means everybody in the family, including spouse, mother-in-law, renter, dog, cat, bird, fish, everybody in the family's got to be gluten-free. No grains in the house. No grains in the house. And then at 142 pounds, you're kind of right on that cusp there. Well, let's start you out with, well, we got to run to that message moment. So Let's get back with you here after these messages, and we'll lay out a program for you after these messages. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to California. Elizabeth, again, we've already told you what to give up, all the bad stuff, and particularly gluten, as Shar says. I'd also have you take one of the healthy brain and heart packs per month, and take, let's see here, get an extra bottle of selenium, so you can have 3 selenium twice a day. And then I would also have you take half ounce or tablespoon of the Outweigh plus a breakfast dinner, 1 scoop of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast, and 3 of the EFAs at dinner time. All that will be accomplished by the one healthy brain and heart pack per month and an extra bottle of selenium. And Shar?
Yes.
I know you have a favorite product that you like to help with the lungs and breathing. What would you give Elizabeth for that?
I like the Oxybody.
Very, very good. Oxybody is a wonderful product. It actually is an liquid oxygen supplement, along in an aloe vera juice, very soothing. And it's a cherry berry flavor. Tastes very, very good. I go ahead and have Elizabeth take 2 ounces a day of the Oxybody. You have to take it either an hour before a meal or an hour after the meal. I prefer an hour before the meal. And so you could have an hour before breakfast if it's convenient, or an hour before lunch, or an hour before dinner time. And actually, you can get a measurable increase in oxygen levels in your blood. And anybody with COPD, emphysema, anything going on with your lungs, or even coronary artery disease where you have low oxygen levels in your blood, you can actually increase the oxygen levels in your blood, in circulating blood, by taking 1 or 2 ounces a day of the Oxybody. So a great little oxygen supplement, comes in quarts, and you need 1 quart per 100 pounds of body weight. Okay, give us a call every couple of weeks, Elizabeth, and let us know how you're doing as far as being able to breathe well. And if you get another blood test and see what your oxygen levels are compared to now, let us know. Okay, how much time we have here, Doug?
About 2.5 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this one. Ashar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you've been with us with the concept of the 90 essential nutrients for 25 years.
Yes.
And you've pretty much seen everything. You know, everything from Parkinson's disease, Lou Gehrig's disease, MS. You've seen Alzheimer's disease. You've seen heart disease of all kinds. You've seen people on dialysis. You've seen people with fibromyalgia and lupus and arthritis. And we've seen some pretty miraculous things happen, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Okay. And so why is it you've stuck with this for 25 years? Why do you take you only weigh like 100 pounds. You're 5 foot tall, in high heels, and you are very obsessive about taking your supplements twice a day. You take your liquid supplements twice a day. You essentially take a 200-pound man's dose twice a day of your pills, tablets, and capsules. You take the sweeties. You don't have diabetes. You take the selenium, and you don't have cardiovascular disease. You or liver disease, and you take the glucogel, and you don't have arthritis. And so, why do you do all that?
Well, I do it so as a prevention, because I don't want to get any of those things. Because once you get in the clutches of the medical profession, you're pretty much doomed. And I've seen and heard too many horror stories. We don't know what day is going to be our last day on this planet, but I want to be mobile right up to the end and be like the Hunses. One night you just go to sleep and you don't wake up. But you don't want to spend the last 9 months of your life in the hospital hooked up to tubes and wires. That's not the way we were meant to be, So you've got to take care of yourself so you can stay away from the doctors. I don't take any prescription drugs. I won't, because they're too dangerous. And with a name like Murphy, I would be doomed.
And you've had no surgery for being sick in 25 years that I've known you. You haven't been to a doctor for being sick in the 25 years I've known you. And so You do avoid the bad stuff.
I do. I got all my own bones. Never had a broken bone that I know of.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Shar, for your insights, and thank you for helping with these people who call in. Super job as usual. Thank you, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Youngevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Youngevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Youngevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound. Turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.